Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Laptime challenge on Gran Turismo 7. This time we are racing in Interlagos in the Aston Martin Vulcan on racing soft tires. The current record is slightly below a 125.6, that leaves us to beat a 128.1. So let's get on track and do this one. Getting into the lap at full speed, position the car to the right hand side of the track, and your very first brake marker is the 100 board on the right hand side. Brake hard in a straight line and go down to second gear before steering in and taking a lot of the inside curb, which I missed slightly. Haha, slightly. Then short power input before going up to third, lifting over the inside curb on this right hander, and then back to the power, lifting slightly in this left hander to avoid power oversteer before going full back to the power and accelerating down this straight. Then position the car to the right hand side of the track. Your next brake marker is where this concrete area on the right hand side starts. Again, brake hard in a straight line and go down to second gear, and then try to go over the inside curb as much as possible. You can cut a lot of this one, shifting up to third gear before going back to the power again. Next, position the car to the left hand side of the track, and then your next brake marker will be shortly after the 100 board on the left hand side of the track. After a hard initial brake input, try to lift the brake pedal slightly to get some grip to the front axle to use for rotation and turn in, and then slightly back to the power again in third before early upshift to fourth, and then increase the power slightly to avoid power oversteer. The next brake marker is where the tire marks on the tarmac get more dark. Shortly before that, go hard into the brake again, down to second gear, and try to go over the inside curb, which again I slightly missed maybe. Short power input again, keeping it narrow for this left-hander. Let the car roll through the corner before increasing slightly the power input and going fully back to the power once this car straightened up. The next brake marker is where the green area right and left to the track start. So brake again hard in a straight line, down to second gear, try to go over the inside curb, which again I slightly missed, and then back to the power once the car straightened up in second gear. Up to third, and for the left-hander you need to lift again, otherwise you will have understeer and go wide. Then fully back to the power, upshifting to fourth, and your next brake marker is slightly after this green curb area on the right hand side ends. Better brake too early than late, because you have to go over the inside curb to straighten up the car as soon as possible and then go fully back to the power to take the good momentum to this long straight and to the finish line, hopefully getting yourself a good time in the 127th to hopefully keep and get gold. And as usual, let's quickly review the lap once more from chase cam. So getting into your lap, position the car to the right hand side, and the 100 board is your initial brake marker. Down to second gear, try to cut the inside curb on the left that I missed, then cut the inside curb on the right, which I did a little bit better. In third gear, back to the power and slightly lift in this left hander to not have power oversteer. Accelerate through down this straight, position the car to the right hand side of the track again, and then where there's this concrete area right hand side of the track starting, brake again, down to second gear, over the inside curb, up to third and back to the power again. Then position the car to the left hand side of the track, and in fifth gear next brake marker shortly after the 100 board on the left. Hard initial brake input, then use trail braking, get the car rotate up to fourth, back to the power shortly, and where the rubber marks get dark, brake hard again in second gear over the inside curb that I again missed slightly. Short power input, keeping it narrow on this left hander, and as soon as you straighten up, fully back to the power, accelerate shortly and in between the green areas, brake again down to second gear, over the inside curb on his right hander. As soon as you straighten up, back to the power in second, up to third, lifting for this left hander to avoid power oversteer, shortly back to the power and up to fourth, and at the end of the curb, brake again down to second, cutting over the inside curb here, straightening up the car as soon as possible, and then go back to the power fully and accelerate to the finish line, hopefully getting a time in the 127 area, so you are safe to get yourself a gold medal and 2 million credits in this week's challenge. And that's it again for this week's lap time challenge on Interlagos in the Aston Martin Vulcan. To be honest, I did not enjoy this one too much. It's not my favorite track and the car did not drive that well. But let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this one, and as usual, if this guide helped you out, I'd be happy if you leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel to not miss any of the future videos. And then I say thank you for watching and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.